Portugal just sent a terrifying message to the rest of the football world. In a masterclass of clinical finishing and suffocating pressure, the Celio dismantled Uzbekistan with 5 goals. Felt less like a victory and more like a warning shot to every nation dreaming of lifting the World Cup. The question everyone is now asking is simple: who can actually stop this Portuguese machine? Because what we witnessed was not just another group stage win, it was a statement, a declaration, and perhaps the moment the entire tournament realized that Portugal has arrived. Coming into this match, there were already expectations surrounding Roberto Martinez's side. Their opening draw had left many fans questioning whether Portugal had enough firepower to dominate the competition. But inside the dressing room, the players knew something the rest of the world didn't. This team was preparing for an explosion. From the very first whistle, Portugal played with an intensity that immediately suffocated Uzbekistan. Every pass was sharp. Every run had purpose. Every player seemed to know exactly where his teammate would be. The pressure was relentless. Uzbekistan barely had time to breathe. Portugal hunted the ball like a pack of wolves, winning possession high up the pitch and forcing mistake after mistake. And then came the breakthrough. The first goal wasn't just important because it gave Portugal the lead. It was important because it shattered Uzbekistan's confidence. Suddenly, the game changed. Portugal sensed fear, and they attacked again. Wave after wave of red shirts flooded forward. The midfield controlled every inch of the pitch. This wasn't a team relying on one superstar. This was a collective machine, a perfectly synchronized unit. The second goal arrived, and with it came complete control. At 2 goals ahead, most teams would slow the game down. Portugal did the exact opposite. They increased the pressure. Every player pressed harder. Every attack became more dangerous. The movement was simply breathtaking. Pass after pass carved open the Uzbek defense like a knife through paper. By the time the third goal arrived, the match had already become a nightmare for Uzbekistan. The Portuguese supporters inside the stadium could hardly believe what they were witnessing. This wasn't just domination. This was destruction. And the most frightening thing of all, Portugal looked like they were only getting started. The fourth goal perfectly represented the philosophy of this team: speed, precision, ruthlessness. There was no mercy, no hesitation, no sign that Portugal wanted to protect the scoreline. Instead, they wanted to send a message to Argentina, a message to France, a message to England, a message to every contender still dreaming about becoming world champions. Portugal are here, and they are dangerous. Then came the 5th goal, the moment that turned an excellent victory into a terrifying statement. 5 goals, 5, against a team that had come into the match believing they could compete. As the ball hit the back of the net once again, the stadium erupted. The Portuguese bench celebrated wildly because they knew this wasn't just another 3 points. This performance could change the entire tournament. The cameras showed the faces of the Portuguese players: confidence, belief, determination. One of the most impressive aspects of this performance was the balance of the team. The defense remained disciplined. The midfield controlled the rhythm. The attack was absolutely lethal. Every player contributed. Every player worked. Every player fought for the badge. This version of Portugal feels different. This team looks complete. This team looks ready. And that is exactly why the rest of the world should be worried. The road ahead will become more difficult. The knockout stages are unforgiving. But performances like this create belief. And belief can carry teams all the way to the final. As the final whistle blew, the scoreboard told a simple story: Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0. This was a team showing that it possesses attacking power, tactical discipline, and the mentality required to challenge for the prize. The fans left the stadium with smiles on their faces. The players left with confidence. And the rest of the world left with concern. Who can stop Portugal before it's too late? The warning has been delivered. Portugal are coming.